What's up, ladies and gents? We have another ranked fives game coming right at you from the CC Legends. So let's go over both teams and get right into it. Spawning in the top right on red side, the team four gents who will from now on be referred to as just the gents or the gentlemen or something to that effect. So playing the championship Thresh is Salt, playing Lucian, AD carry, King Nick 7, playing Sejuani jungle, Green Shampoo, playing Zed Ezreal only, which is an atrocious name, so he's just going to get called Zed for the rest of the game because he's lost his right for his summoner name. And then playing top Maokai is Color, I guess. It's a Nicky D name. And then your heroes, the CC Legends, playing top talent 4 is Offspring. Usually you see Swift Donkey, but it's Offspring today. Playing Jungle Malphite is Malanthar, as usual. Playing AD Carry in place of Captain Plot is Trampy Rampy. So the CC Legends are without their mechanical beast this game. Playing mid Orianna is Brolympia. And playing Morgana support looking to be a cheeky cunt is Elusive Smoke. Spencer, you might know him as the Protoss player of the Cheese Pizza series I do, and he's going to try to be cute and steal the Gromp, but Green Shampoo's going to face tank that one. So last time we saw the CC Legends, I believe they took on the new team where they mounted a massive comeback. However, that lineup consisted of Swift Donkey playing top and Cliff the Pro, CT Pizzle playing jungle Kha'Zix. So this is a new lineup. So let's see what they can do this time around. This comp in general for the CC Legends looks pretty wombo combo-y with the Orianna, the Morgana, the Malphite, and the Jarvan obviously, and the Caitlyn. Pretty much going to be protected completely as Offspring misses his EQ combo there. And Spencer nails a binding. And has to blow flash there. So the CC Legends are already down a summoner spell. But it shouldn't be that big of a deal unless Sejuani comes and pays bot a few visits. Elusive Smoke, Spencer taking some pretty severe damage there. And Offspring's going to scrap it out with Maokai, who hits level 2 in the middle of the scrap. Looks like Sejuani's going to head top lane here. Offspring pushed way far up with no ward. He's going to be cute in this bush. He's probably going to try to EQ away if I were to guess. And he does. Maokai was too busy farming to help the gank, so Offspring is going to get away without using any summoners. Speaking of summoners, we see pretty much everything identical across the board. Obviously both AD carries have heal, both supports have exhaust, both mids have ignite. Nice trade there from Spencer. Nailing the QW from Morgana, the Dark Binding, and the Tormented Soil. And some nice follow-up there from Rampy. And a nice EQ coming down from Offspring as he's going to land this one. The Flag and Drag as it's known. But Maokai's so damn tanky, that one was about a wash. So, oh, there's a nice Dark Binding on Dilution. And it looks like the gentleman might want to scrap, but Rampy laying down some nice damage. Ooh, and he's going to gargle that hook, and Spencer's Binding is going to hit a minion. So Rampy has to E back with the 90 caliber net. So let's just talk about stylistically the differences between these players that we usually see on the CC Legends if you've watched the previous videos. Usually Swift Donkey, the University of Texas student, will play top lane. Stylistically, he's way more safe than Offspring, who is the Jarvan in this game. Offspring is kind of known for his hyper-aggression and unorthodox builds, usually incorporating way more damage than you're used to seeing. And as for AD carry, you've seen Trampy Rampy play a plethora of positions. I think he's played both jungle and support in the games you've seen. But he's on AD carry this game as Offspring looks to be in some trouble. But with a Malanthar counter gank, he should be fine. Just being blunt, Trampy Rampy is nothing compared to the AD carry that Captain Plot is. Captain Plot is by far the best player on this team. Sometimes Captain Plot does get in trouble with his hyper aggression. It can often lead to some pretty silly positioning mistakes, but mechanically Captain Plot is a straight up nightmare and a force to be reckoned with. As you see Spencer getting the Lucian incredibly low, Lucian has to dash away with his relentless pursuit, and will have to back. So as I was saying, Trampy Rampy's not a complete scrub lord, but I mean, you know, it's like comparing it's like it's like comparing like Mark Burley to Nolan Ryan. Like Mark Burley can be good, but he's no Nolan. Offspring gonna EQ in onto Maokai, and Malanthar is going to come up. Offspring taking a lot of creep heat. Malanthar is gonna Goomba stomp the minions for him and scare away the Maokai. And you know, those pictures were probably too good. It's probably more like comparing Bartolo Colon to Cam Lowe, if we're being honest. That being said, Trampy Rampy is no slouch. He's pretty good on Caitlyn, although it compares nothing to Captain Plot's Bane. As we see Elusive Smoke getting hooked in there, gonna get exhausted, going to shield Thresh before he dies. Thresh is going to get the heal and flash away. Trampy Rampy very low and out of mana. So the CCLegends are going to give away first blood there, as Spencer Elusive Smoke does get a little sloppy like Sean Avery. As we see in the mid lane, Zed is winning the CS battle. Zed is one of the best CSers in the game, but Orianna definitely should be able to keep up with him. Probably should be ahead, to be honest. Brolympia, of course, picking up that tier early. He's probably looking to go into a Seeker's Arm Guard against Zed because the Hourglass is so valuable. And here comes the ulti on Brolympia. Brolympia gonna shield himself. Shockwave Zed into the tower. Dissonant Zed, ignite him and auto him for the 1v1 kill on Zed. So Brolympia, despite the slight CS difference, is gonna take Zed to Pound Town. Zed used everything. Ignite, Flash, Bilgewater, and still couldn't take down Orianna. So nice 1v1 kill coming down there from Brolympia. So the momentum pendulum swings back in the favor of the CCLegends as they accumulate a minuscule gold lead and some tower pressure up in top lane. That was an important kill for Brolympia because if a Zed starts to snowball on you, it can get brutal fast. Especially sometimes you'll see Zeds pick up Moby boots and roam all around the map. And as Orianna, if you fall far behind, you just get your fucking head kicked in if you try to follow around the Zed, because he can just sit in this bush or this bush, depending on where he roams, and wait for you to come follow down into the river and then ult you. But Brolympia did get the kill, and it looks like he is going to build into a Seekers and put that pink ward down at the blue right as it spawns. So we'll see if Brolympia can snowball his lead on this one, or at the very least start to pull ahead and farm. Shielding himself there. He doesn't want to let those creeps hit the turret. And if we take a look at bot lane, Trampy Rampy is a little bit ahead of Lucian in CS. And a Sedge ult is going to come down, and Rampy's going to gargle it all, the poor bastard. A heal and a flash from Rampy goes down, but it is futile. And despite the two-man soul shackle, oh, here comes a flash ult from Malanthar. Going to Goomba stomp onto Lucian. The Dark Binding is going to hit. Beautiful play there from Spencer. It was the two-man soul shackle that set that one up from Elusive Smoke, and then a nice aggressive gank coming in there from Malanthar is going to turn the tides of that bot lane, and is going to turn the horrible 1-for-0 into a respectable 1-for-1. Though there really wasn't anything Aaron could do there, Trampy Rampy. He basically just got butt blasted from the Fog of War. So the CCLegends still marginally ahead, and I'm interested to see how they're going to do this first dragon whenever it does happen, because they do have a very good kind of AoE centric team fight comp. Oh, I forgot to arrange the positions properly. Sorry about that, guys. I'll do that now. I casted an entire different game earlier, and the microphone defaulted to my webcam, so I had to redo it. And I did it that game and not this game. So the bottom part is fixed now. Sorry about that. So as you can see, Trampy Rampy is going to get hooked here and flayed. And the box, he might actually trade a kill here. Trampy gonna use his ulti, and Lucian dashes in because he didn't have vision. And Trampy gets cute with him, pulls out the hard scope, and pulls up the 2v1. Nice play there from Rampy. Although, to be completely honest, he probably didn't know that that bush was not warded, so it just as easily could have turned against him. But regardless, it's a nice 2v1 from Rampy. As we can see, Spencer being incredibly thirsty, elusive smoke. He just wants kills, you know. He's bronze 5. Not really, but that's what it looks like as he chases close to the base. Rampy going to go ahead and pick up the tower. Nice move. Offspring aggressing onto Maokai, fighting him for every CS, tooth and nail. Gonna ulti, use the Cataclysm, as well as the Dragon Strike. He's gonna have to flash away. The first item, Last Whisper, very peculiar. Usually you see a top lane Jarvans go with that Ravenous Hydra first. Of course, building the timeout, but the Last Whisper, I guess, works as he flag and drags onto Maokai. Maokai caught with one hand down his pants, possibly out alt-tabbed. Not really, but regardless, Offspring picks up that kill 1v1. That is a beautiful move by Offspring. Maybe the first item, Last Whisper, surprised Maokai there with the damage. Regardless, it looks like we might get a dragon fight here because the CCLegends have all the top pressure they need. And I would really expect to see an Orianna ball fall right here into this choke point because Brolympia has Shockwave. He can zone off the gentleman. And Sejuani's trying to roam her way down, but just runs back up. No, she's not going to be able to do it. Binding goes down onto Zed, as does the ulti from the Malphite. Talent mark going down onto Maokai. Malphite, herp derp. And Brolympia whiffs a Shockwave because of the death mark, but it does not matter. He picks up the kill anyway, and I hate it when Malphite and Maokai are in one game, because my god, do I misspeak a lot when that happens. So the CCLegends are going to pick up a Drake, they're going to pick up a kill, and this one's looking good for the CCLegends. Zed is behind Orianna, which is exactly what you want. Beautiful, beautiful for the CCLegends. Things are looking up. The only possible threat right now that the gentlemen have is Lucian, and he's really not even that fed. Because if we look at the gold, he's almost dead even with Rampy. And a nice binding coming down there from Spencer, Elusive Smoke, anticipating the Thresh Lantern play and attempted 3v2, and the dissonance to follow it up. That move got completely stifled by the CCLegends. So we see a nice dark binding coming out from the Fog of War as Zed is going to flash away as Brolympia flashed to get the kill. Nice reaction time from Zed as he had the Ignite on him. A Q from Brolympia definitely would have ended him there. So beautiful positioning from Spencer, Elusive Smoke setting up from the Fog of War and nailing Zed with the dark binding. Vision control when you play Morgana is incredibly important because obviously the dark binding snares for so damn long. When those things come flying from the Fog of War, it gets dirty. As we see Offspring here trying to be cute, trying to fight again. This time he has help from Melanthar though. On Malphite, the flag and drag is going to barely miss as Maokai flashes away. Melanthar might try to finish it, but he doesn't have ulti, so I don't think he's going to be able to. And Trampy going to eat the hook from the Fog of War here, and Trampy is going to die. It was a nice little trap set up by Sea Salt. With that pink ward in the bush. So that is another kill. Actually, not another kill. The kill is going to go on to Thresh, but the assist is going to go on to Lucian. And they might even try to get this bottom tower. Is Malphite on Malphite being played by Melanthar is all the way up in the top side of the jungle. Spencer, very, very good at predicting where people are apparently, is going to pull that and have his ward killed. As we see Offspring probably is going to go into the Ravenous Hydra right now as we see that pickaxe. Brolympia actually starting to pull ahead in CS here as you would expect after being 2 kills ahead and having a blue buff. Orianna of course excels with blue buff more than possibly any other champion in the game. It's very, very valuable to have blue buff on this champion. As we see Sejuani is in mid, but it's warded. Brolympia knows what's up. Part of the reason why blue is so instrumental on Orianna is the fact that you can push the wave from right there in the lane and that leaves you so safe to ganks. You don't ever really have to push up to clear the wave, and you can pressure the other mid laner too from a safe position. So whenever you get ahead on Orianna and get blue buff, it's very valuable. CCLegends set up a trap here for Zed. He goes in on Offspring with the talent mark, and the Shockwave and Shield comes in for Offspring, as Offspring is determined to get the last kill. He does so with Dragon Strike, but then falls to the Maokai as Lucian comes in with the culling. Berlimpia is probably going to go down here as he gets Thresh hooked. Berlimpia going in there, and wow, big ulti from Spencer, and Malanthar going in as he completely locks down 3 of the enemy team and allows Berlimpia to get out. That was beautiful. And here comes Trampy Rampy to clean up the sloppy seconds. This is going to take down Thresh. Sea Salt. Maokai's going to go back in to try to clean things up. Trampy Rampy says gargle it, takes him down too. Malanthar pays the ultimate price, and the ace in the hole is cancelled because of lack of vision. So a nice little trade there from the CCLegends. It looked good and then it looked bad. That was a roller coaster of a little scrap. And Trampy Rampy, is still at full health, is going to look to take this tower down. Offspring, of course, with his aggressive play style, is not afraid. He's like Eminem. He's going to flag and drag over the wall as Rampy gets the mid tower. So great coordination from the CCLegends there, setting up that series of picks, setting up the double tower pressure. The tower, of course, was being pushed already by Orianna, so Zed at this point is 0-3. So the CCLegends are of course going to be able to utilize that asset, because once you fall behind on an assassin, it is brutal trying to come back, especially when the other mid can just push your wave so hard. And the Caitlyn, of course, has a lot of wave clear. The Jarvan has a decent amount of wave clear with flag and drag. So Zed can't really split push because of the amount of wave clear that the CCLegends have. He can be neutralized so easily without ever being close enough to get a kill. The gentlemen are trying to clear out wards in their jungle, but there are quite a few, and they're setting up for the Drake, which is spawning in around 30 seconds. They really don't want to give this one up, as they are behind a little bit of gold already. And the CCLegends have the Rift Scuttler already, which is astronomically important whenever you get the dragon or attempt to get the dragon. It is such a big deal to have the control of the Rift Scuttler, because if a fight turns, you have a huge advantage, and if you need to bail, you have a huge advantage. You also have the vision, obviously, but that's not as big of a deal. Sapling going to be thrown in from Maokai, and the CCLegends look a bit hesitant to start the Drake. I wouldn't be surprised to see the ball get put on Malphite here to ward the gentleman away. And there it goes. The gentleman starts to split like MKP and consider retreat. Rampy getting some nice little autos in. And because all the waves are kind of neutral, this is a stalemate pretty much. Here comes Offspring with the flag and drag, doing some damn good damage with that crit from Trampy Rampy. Here comes the Cataclysm. Thresh is going to jump in with the box. Offspring's going to pick up a kill. Nice two-man shockwave onto both carries from Berlimpia. Nice ulti there from Elusive Smoke too, as the CCLegends is doing work. Berlimpia is going to flash in and pick up the Black Man. And Berlimpia going to soften up Zed and let Aaron get the kill. And Green Shampoo is all but dead, as Berlimpia is going to pick that one up. He's now at a 4-0-6, and the Dragon is all but the CCLegends property. So pretty much what you saw there is a mid laner that was ahead versus a mid laner that was worthless, and an incredible team comp advantage, as Maokai is going to try to teleport in here, and the CCLegends do not have a jungler, but they get it anyway. Nice focus there from Trampy Rampy. Maokai is going to try to jump on Elusive Smoke, but Berlimpia has a red buff, and Trampy Rampy has a lot of damage. As what is that thing called, where if you like are already behind in a stock and you like over invest in it? I think it's called like the lost leader fallacy or something. I don't know. Anyway, Maokai made a bad situation even worse as he teleports in for his 4th death. As you can see, the gentlemen are getting incredibly desperate, as after that fight, I mean, you had huge ults from Malphite and Morgana. You had a nice ult from Orianna coming onto the 2 carries. And then Trampy Rampy, of course, just raking his damage across the entirety of the face of the gentleman. And they were not prepared. His offspring here, of course he's split pushing. I love it. You see the time at there he's completed. He's a force to be reckoned with. I don't think really anyone can 1v1 him as they're sending 2 up right now. As he was probably going to try to walk to the wall and flag and drag. He does just that. He might be able to escape. I'm not sure. He only has tier 1 boots. And he's going to eat the hook here. Looks like they have him dead to rights. Oriana shield going to go on offspring. He's going to flash into the Nasher pit. No, he flag and drags and escapes with a pube of health. He didn't even have flash up. And it looks like the gentlemen are going to irritatedly try to fight. Is Brolympia 2-man shockwave onto 2 tanks, so that's okay. Trampy Rampy doing work. Malinthar zoning the whole team. Trampy Rampy with the beautiful ult. As Zed and Lucian both have a pube of health left. Malinthar is going to flash and Goomba Stomp for the double. And here's Spencer with the beautiful Dark Binding right as he gets to the gates of heaven. And Spencer's going to gatekeep him like Fabi and give Malinthar a nice droopy triple. And the CCLegends here are pressing their lead in every way possible. They're creating picks. They're benefiting from people getting caught out, and it looks like they're going to take this inner tower. Offspring going to flag and drag to scare Zed away. And I'm sure they're going to try to take this inhibitor and run. Offspring going to jump onto Zed with Cataclysm. Maybe just try to save his teammate. But it looks like the CCLegends are going to try to fight. Soul Sackles from Morgana comes down. Kills the Maokai. Or at least sets up a kill for Maokai. Stuns 3 people. The CCLegends might just try to run. It's debatable. They have such a deceptive amount of damage. His Brolympia might die here. Nice Zanyas. And his teammates come to back him up. It looks like Sejuani might try to kill him, but Sejuani does not have enough damage alone and might even pay for her sins. No, she will escape. Maybe a little bit of miscommunications there from the CCLegends. It looks like the carries wanted to bail and the support and top wanted to fight, but regardless, it turns out to be somewhat worth. As Brolympia is huge at 6-0 and 10. Tramp Rampy also very fed. And I would not be surprised to see the CCLegends rotate down to one of the side lanes and try to take that inhibitor. CCLegends over 10k gold up. They are very, very far ahead. As you see, Offspring is going to walk up to this wave. Probably going to EQ and Hydra and get the whole thing. You just push so fast when you have this much damage on Jarvan. And the CCLegends are harassing the gentlemen in their own jungle, as they have out-team fought and outlaned them all game. Once again, Spencer landing a binding, using his excellent ward coverage to his advantage. Thresh is going to get caught out here. Sea Salt not in a good position. Going to have to flash over the wall. Trampy Rampy going to pick up this red buff, and then I would assume go bottom. And basically all he has to do is sit there and farm the wave, because the Zed is split pushing. Here comes Offspring. Cataclysm on Lucian, and King Nick just gargles the Cataclysm, as well as the Hydra. And Trampy Rampy, I'm not sure what he's doing, but oh, he ulted. He really does need to try to kill this Zed. He wants to clear the wave first. Talent Mark going on to Trampy Rampy. Trampy Rampy getting a 90 caliber net away and kite him out with the red buff. Nice 1v1 there from Trampy Rampy. Although Ezreal only, who has not playing Ezreal, is going to get the tower. Offspring going to use that massive wave clear to his advantage. And the CCLegends look like they're going to try to rotate top soon to take this tower. Both inhib towers are under duress, despite there only being, or both Nexus towers, despite there being only one inhib down. It looks like the CCLegends are just going to rotate to this bottom outer tower first. The gentlemen can't really afford to give up another inhibitor, I feel. I think they have to try to fight at one of these towers. big damage even onto a tank coming down from Brolympian. Trampy Rampy is going to follow it up with the exact same thing. Brolimpia trying to zone with the Oriana ball. Trampy Rampy wailing away at this tower with the excellent Caitlyn range. And the rest of the team will probably funnel in here now that there's no tower to dissuade them. And the CCLegends are going to take this inhib. Offspring's going to go in, do tremendous damage to Zed. One-man ulti only for Oriana, but it doesn't matter. And Brolimpia going to get hooked in there. Going to Zanya's. He needs some team backup. Offspring doing just that. Beautiful backup. And despite the fight taking place in the base of the Gentleman, the CCLegends absolutely annihilate them. And I know no one died, but come on, guys. They had to retreat in their own base. Sejuani's going to run in here and try to be cute, but the CCLegends. Here comes the Offspring with another Cataclysm doing huge damage to Maokai. Ulti coming in onto Trampy Rampy. He's going to heal and try to run away. As Malphite is going to do absurd work as Malenthar just manhandles the rest of their team. Offspring goes down in addition to Trampy Rampy. But King Nick is going to flash away from Elusive Smoke, who gets a nice 3-man ulti. Malenthar has the Oriana ball on him, and it does tremendous damage to the enemy team. However, with no AD carry, I think the CCLegends are going to be forced to back up before they end this one. That fight, of course, basically the problem you run into as assassins whenever your team is behind is it's just you running onto the back line. So even though Zed was able to kill Trampy Rampy, the rest of the CCLegends had his fellow gentlemen so far backed up into their base that they couldn't do anything. So even though Trampy Rampy died, they still lost the fight. However, the gentlemen have a prayer. I mean, they have this inhib up. They're going to have a damn hard time contesting anything, though. That's the problem when you lose an inhib, or when you've been an inhib down for this long. The CCLegends know the Drake is up. They're going to get that almighty Rift Scuttler. Trampy Rampy going to hit this up over the wall. Maokai knows this is going on, but he can't really do anything. And my personal favorite dragon buff is the third one because you get that movement speed. So we see Brolimpia here with the Seraph's Embrace, a Rabadon's, and a Secrets. He's going to do huge damage. Trampy Rampy with an IEBT, Static Shiv, and completed boots. And then, of course, the tank line of the CCLegends has done extreme work this game. Offspring's been remarkably tanky despite all the 2 big damage items that he opted for. And the CCLegends might even try to take Baron Nashor here. I mean, why not? They can't. The gentleman can't really contest. Brolimpia going to get the blue that he loves so much. And it looks like the CCLegends top and ADC might need a little help here. Here comes Brolimpia. He's going to do some deeps. Beautiful. The CCLegends are going to grab Baron. They have no idea, the gentleman. And Sejuani might get caught out here. She's going to have to flash away. Elusive Smoke going to miss that binding. One of the first ones I've seen him miss all game, to be frank. But they decide to go an odd way. And Malenthar might actually catch him out here. And Sejuani being forced to blow ult and still might not even get away. Is the Goomba Stomp plus the Cataclysm is going to come in. But here's the Thresh Lantern. His color is just going to escape. Trampy Rampy almost eats a Thresh Hook there, but 90 caliber nets away. And the CCLegends really should just rotate mid and take this open inhib. Here comes Offspring EQing in, flag and drag. Not going to do anything though, it was more of a warning shot. Hook going on to Elusive Smoke. Here comes a big ulti from Malenthar, getting 3 people. A nice follow-up from Elusive Smoke with the flash ult, forcing their entire team to flash away. Sejuani disjointedly going to run in there. And this is a beautiful fight from the CCLegends. As Zed runs in and immediately has to shadow back. Trampy Rampy mowing down everyone. Gets the Quadra. Might even get a Penta here as Offspring flashes in to try to help him. And then get zapped by the Nexus Tower. And that fight was completely 100% set up by the Morgana of Spencer, Elusive Smoke, and the wonderful Malenthar ult on Malphite. As Trampy Rampy not going to get the Penta. Probably should have just tried to end the game, honestly, but the CCLegends are so far ahead. I mean, that Malphite ult mixed with the Morgana ult meant that the entire back line of the gentleman was forced to retreat, and subsequently Sejuani ran in and was completely annihilated. And even though they were hiding behind 2 Nexus towers, they did absolutely no damage, and that's what allowed the CC Legends to take that fight so convincingly. So Brolympia picked up his first death there. Got CC'd too hard, couldn't use his hourglass. Happens to the best of us. But at this point, the only real threat that the gentlemen have is Lucian. And he's getting bought by pretty much everyone on the CC Legends every single fight. He's gonna, Sejuani's gonna run in here and try to ulti Brolympia. But Brolympia's just gonna pop his Seraphs, and it's not really gonna matter. They probably should have committed all into Brolympia, but when someone has the Seraphs and Hourglass, it's pretty difficult to burst them down. Here comes Offspring, Cataclysm onto Lucian. He's gonna get pulled, and he's gonna die. Almost certainly just being cute for the fun of it. So he almost killed Lucian 4v1. But here come the CC Legends. They don't have Baron buff anymore, but they have a Fed AD carry with red buff, and a Fed mid laner, and a hell of a front line. So the CC Legends are gonna take this top inhib. They're gonna take this bot inhib. So it looks like the gentlemen are going to try to contest top. They don't really have the manpower to do both, as Trampy Rampy is just annihilating Thresh. As we see the bot inhib goes down at the hands of Brolympia. Elusive Smoke gonna go in and get a nice ulti. Stuns one person. Kingnit gonna flash in just to try to do something. And Trampy Rampy getting absolutely gangbanged by 3 different people. And they use a lot of stuff. And wow, the Orianna shield saves Trampy Rampy from the talent mark. And Jarvan the 4th from Offspring is gonna telly in here. Malinthor with the 2-man knockup onto the tanks. Brolympia with the 2-man shockwave onto the tanks, and these tanks are not in a happy place right now, as they're just getting absolutely melted. Meanwhile, Trampy Rampy, after his miraculous survival, is going to run into the base here. He's going to use his ulti, and Zed's going to oddly W forward and somehow survive. With this red buff, I don't see this Thresh surviving. It's Trampy Rampy doing a bit of stat padding here, as the CC Legends look to finish this game. So nice play from every lane from the CC Legends. And the jungle to boot, as the gentlemen just look completely outmatched in this game. If you liked the video, please rate and subscribe. Thank you.